Good morning, USFFL. We are facing the beginning of Week 14. We have a interconference game. Bengals 6-6, Cowboys 7-5. We are at a fourth quarter close game. Let's check it out. See what's going on. Live action for the USFFL. All right, give me just a second here. Let's get rid of that. Post that out there as well. Okay, let's get out to the stadium. Let's change it so we're showing the stadium and not me. And here we go. (35-28). The Bengals have surged back out on top, and they are about to close this game out. Boy, we jumped in, and it appears that they are looking good all of a sudden. First and goal at the 8 for the Bengals here. They're up by 7, 5 minutes left in the game. Off tackle goes to Zach Moss. Left side and linebacker in zone, but he's still going to pick up 5 yards. 4 on the white die, good enough to beat the linebacker there. Maris Liafau. Second and goal at the 3 for the Bengals. Bengals are coached by Jeff Wendlett. Cowboys are coached by Bruce Mogg. Here's an off tackle again, left side. Chase Brown, and this time the Cowboys snuff it out. Tackle on the play by Eric Kendricks. It's third and goal at the 3 for the Bengals. Coach Bruce Mogg trying to hold him to a field goal attempt here. Pitch out. Chase Brown going to try to get to the edge on third and goal from the 3. White die takes us to the defensive card. Nobody's home. Brown to the corner, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. And so the Bengals, after giving up the lead 28-27 moments ago, come back with 2 quick touchdowns to pull out a 2-score lead here late in the fourth. 3:36 remains in this game. And let's take a look here. I got a message. I wonder if I'm having a tech issue. Let's validate. Online stream is blank. That's what I was afraid of. Let's see what's going on with that. Why is that? I already added. Oh, I know. Yep. Thank you so much. Share the screen. Folks, there's an assist from our number one broadcast watcher, Dennis Young. Welcome, Dennis, and thanks for the tip. The broadcast was not showing. Should be good now. Dallas with the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 30. They need 2 touchdowns. They've got 3:36 remaining. And all 3 timeouts. Blocking back set. Dak Prescott back to pass. Looking short. CeeDee Lamb can't get it. Incomplete. Dak missed his man. There is a penalty. Matter of fact, a couple of them offsetting penalties. They'll replay the down. Dak hit an incompletion in between a couple of incompletions on his card. Cowboys started the season red hot, but they've lost like 5 of their last 6. They're struggling. Playing first down, back to pass, short, right back to CeeDee Lamb, and again, incomplete, this time on the defensive card. Dak Prescott, 25 of 33 for 266. No touchdowns, 1 pick. Needs a couple more touchdowns in this game to get him back in the game. 2nd and 10, Bengals. Drop back into a nickel. Dak's out of the shotgun. Here comes a screen. Nobody home, going to CeeDee Lamb. Goes to the wrong column, and Lamb's good for 8 yards. Out of bounds as well. That'll stop the clock at 2:42. It's 3rd down and 2. Dallas at their 38. That play went to the wrong column because nobody was in the zone. Ironically, linebacker was not in the zone because he was double teaming on CeeDee Lamb. But a linebacker double team doesn't help you in the flats. Back to pass, short, going to tight end, no good, incomplete. Good call there, Coach Winlet. Bengals double team the tight end, Jake Ferguson, and that's where the pass was going. And Dallas now stares at a 4th and 2 at their own 38. So last stand kind of moment here for Dallas. They're coming out in a blocking back set. Zeke Elliott's going to be the tailback. But they're passing. Quick out. Flat pass left side. This goes to Jake Ferguson again. Linebacker in zone. Cooper Rush on his card. I apologize. And he is going to get 3 yards. Needed 2, got 3. Set up a yak opportunity. Jake Ferguson is a terrible yak player, but he got a good enough roll to get that first down. Clock run down to 2:06. We're almost at the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10 now. Dallas at their own 41. Cooper Rush, I apologize, is the quarterback. Flat pass. This goes to Jalen Tolbert and nothing doing, incomplete. Rush couldn't get it on his card. Wonder if Prescott got hurt in this game. It appears he did not. So my guess is that might be Bruce bringing him in because of the fact he's down 2 scores and there's not much time left. And, you don't want to get Dak too many because I think the usage is part of the issue. Cooper Rush has a lot of attempts he needs. Here's an inside run, and that's going to get 6 yards there for Zeke Elliott. Left guard springs that one. It's 3rd and 4, Dallas at the 47. Clock keeps running, though. It's ticking, and it is Dallas's enemy. 1:37 and counting. 3rd and 4. Inside run, Zeke Elliott, and he's just going to get a yard. 4 on the white die, not enough to get past the nose for Cincinnati. And it's 4th and 3. Dallas from their own 48. Bengals will stay in the nickel. 1:15 on the clock. Dallas still has all 3 timeouts, but again, they need 2 touchdowns. Yeah, Dak Prescott has 33 attempts to 5 for Cooper Rush, and there's no injury. Here's a run up the middle. That's good for 7 yards. Another 4 on the white die. Helps spring a good block for the offense, and it's 1st and 10 now at the 45 of Cincinnati. But just 1:07 remains. These runs tell me that I'm not so sure Dallas is looking to get back in this. Here's another inside run to Rico Dowdle. This is after the offense took a timeout. So I'm a little confused by what I'm seeing. But, you're down 2 scores, and there's exactly 60 seconds left. Dallas down to their last timeout. Second and 9 at the Cincy 44. Bengals play it safe. They're staying in the nickel, and it's another run up the middle. Zeke Elliott. So I think it's pretty clear at this point that Coach Bruce Mogg and the Dallas Cowboys, down 14 with under 2 minutes to go, decided that it wasn't worth trying to make a run to win this game when it's an out-of-conference game. The Bengals being, of course, over in the AFC. So it's not going to hurt them for tie breaks. Down 14, I think they've decided to get some carries in for Zeke Elliott and get some players out and avoid injury. They're running the clock down. We're now down to 37 seconds left, and the Cincinnati Bengals and Jeff Wendland are going to walk away with a victory in this game. That'll snap a 2-game losing streak for the Bengals. They just lost to the Chargers and the Steelers. That Chargers loss is a big tiebreak. It's the reason why the Chargers are currently shown as a playoff team in our standings, and the Bengals are not. There's a deep play. We're going to try to get a deep bomb here at the end of CeeDee Lamb, but a sack on the play by the nose, B.J. Hill. So we're down to our final second. Dallas does take a timeout. And Dallas continues to struggle. As I referenced earlier, they got off to a hot start. Field goal attempt at the end is no good. Brandon Aubrey misses. Final score from Dallas. Cincinnati Bengals, big victory here on the road, 42-28. Inviting the coaches on to pop in if they like. We'll take a look at the box score here. The week-ending stats spreadsheet, it's going to post in a second. I literally just finished it, so it's ready to post. I just hadn't got a chance. I wanted to call the end of this game. It didn't turn out to be as close as we hoped. Bengals get a 21-yard touchdown run from Chase Brown. That put them back on top 35-28 with just under 7 minutes to go. And then they got another 3-yard touchdown run with 3:36 to go. So Chase Brown sealed it with a couple of fourth-quarter touchdown runs, giving him 3 touchdown runs in the game. Coaches exchanging pleasantries. 20 carries, 96 yards in the game for Chase Brown. Bengals, a little better rushing offense. Dallas outgained them overall, 361-321. Just double checking there. So we'll go ahead and take a brief look at the standings over here. As I said earlier, you can see the Bengals are 6-6. Chargers are 6-6. Bengals just won, and so they'll improve to 7-6 and assume this playoff spot here where you see the Chargers right now. However, Chargers have the tiebreak based on their head-to-head victory over the Bengals. So if the Chargers can win this week, they will get that playoff spot, or that playoff position, I should say, back in their name. Chargers will be playing the Chiefs this week. And it looks like we're going to welcome Bruce to the broadcast. Bruce Mogg, how are we doing this morning, buddy?
I'm okay.
Yeah? So, your team is slipping lately. Overall, it looks like you've lost 4 of the last 5, if I'm seeing right.
Or maybe even 5 or 6.
5 of the last 6. What's going on, Bruce? Your team's not doing as well as it was earlier in the season.
Turnovers, plain and simple.
Yeah, I think you had am I right that you had a post about that earlier this week, or am I confusing that with another team?
No, that was me. Yeah, that was me complaining.
Listen, complaining is allowed in this league. I'm a firm believer. I try not to complain if I'm winning a bunch of games, but I think, everybody's entitled to understand we're all going to have these bad days, bad moments, and indeed bad seasons. So you're still obviously in decent shape as a potential playoff team at 7-5, but now all the wild card teams are 9-3, so you've got your work cut out for you, huh?
Yeah, it was. It was tough. It was a good game, though. It was back and forth there for a bit, and then what happens? Turnover, fumble.
Yeah, I noticed. So you got we came in late, right after you got the touchdown to take the lead. Was that your first lead of the game, by the way?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you fought your way
Was
back. You take the lead. There's like about 7-8 minutes left. Was it a turnover at that point that ended up costing you the game?
Yeah, I fumbled and he ran it back 34 yards and got in field position and scored. And then the other key play was earlier in the game. He fumbled and picked it up and ran it in for a touchdown. So
Oh my.
fumbles went the wrong way both ways, and then Aubrey missing a couple field goals didn't help. So yeah.
Sure.
Oh
I
well.
totally get that. Well, right now on screen, you may or may not see it, but we're looking at the current standings other than your game that needs to be updated. The Chargers, that loss against the Chargers for the Bengals, it hurts a tiebreak. But as far as Dallas, you were 7-5, so you're going to fall to 7-6. So the Eagles at 10-2. How are you head to head against the Eagles?
They beat me first time. I play them once more. I had to play them without Prescott, but that's okay. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I don't think I have a chance
All
at the
right.
division. I got maybe a lucky wild card, but best I can hope for is coach of the year and get another win.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think, let's take a look at you on the coach of the year. Looks like you are sitting on the precipice. You need one more win.
Yeah, one more win, and they're hard to come
One more
by.
win will get you in.
Yeah.
Well, Bruce, listen, I appreciate you popping out. I'm sorry
Okay.
it's not with better news for your Dallas Cowboys, but always love seeing you. And I wish you best of luck as you try to make your way to the postseason one way or another down the stretch here.
Okay. Thanks for all you do, Tim.
Yeah, you bet.
Take
Have
care.
a great Sunday. Enjoy football today, buddy.
Okay, bye.
All right, guys, that's it. Dallas Cowboys lose at home to the Cincinnati Bengals. We will have more games coming up for you this week. I'm going to try to broadcast maybe 3 or 4 games at least. I'd like to get out there and get some of this done. So football Sunday's ready to go. I'm excited. Hopefully you are too. USFFL as well, winding down, more football for all of us right around the corner.